Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. I appreciate you being here. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome for the first time if you're new. Doing your person and you reading for July 2019. And if you don't see yourself in one person, know that you can always identify with the other character. As you know, it's kind of interchangeable. And the time that you're watching this is perfect. Okay, I've been shuffling off camera, so I'm going to only just shuffle a little bit more as they fall out. This is for you. This is for Sagittarius, July 2019. Sagittarius, 2019. What's up? Sagittarius. Oh my. Queen of Pentacles, Death. Remember, don't be alarmed. It can be an outstanding thing. Wow. Whoa. Okay, this is a wow. This is a wow reading. Okay. 7 of Pentacles on the bottom, if it matters. I haven't always been looking on the bottom, but we've got Queen of Pentacles, Death, Lovers, Magician, Knight of Swords, which was somewhere in the Taurus reading. Actually, interestingly, as well shuffled as these were, Knight of Swords and Knight of Swords. It wasn't Knight of Cups, but just the Knight of Swords fell out in the same spot for the other person. So if you're reading, if you're connected with a Taurus, you might want to watch that one. Anyway, so Sagittarius. Okay, so here's the thing. You're very focused on what you can move forward. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is often an action-oriented person. I think you're focused on what you can create, the practicality of life. You have definitely some progress, some abundance in your life right now. Sagittarius is actually a very good reading. Very good reading. I'm very stoked about this reading. So you are focused on, I mean, this is you, okay? It doesn't matter that it's an earth sign. This is you, Sagittarius. You might have earth in your chart, especially for those of you who do. This is you on the throne of your life right now, very in control, very much making things happen. You're able to nurture and impact others. You are very focused on achieving your goals. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, you're really manifesting and making things happen. You are making money regardless of what you're doing. And I think you're looking for a new chapter. Absolutely, because on the opposite end of the Lovers, you have the Magician as well. So there's a new chapter happening. There's something that has transmuted, ended, changed with the Death card. What we know about the Death card is that once something happens and changes with the Death card, it just will never be the same. So you might have had an awareness about a very important relationship, or you've made an important decision that you feel has been destined for you to make. It may not have been easy, but you made a decision that, as difficult as it was, has moved you into another. This is recently. It may not be in this moment. It may be you did it recently. You're on the verge of, or recently made a decision that has moved you into a new phase of your life in a good way. It's closing out a chapter, entering a new one, more spiritually aligning you with what you're meant to create, what you're meant to pursue. I do think that though, the chapter that ended might have been with a soulmate feeling, soul level energy, or for some of you, by ending a chapter and making a decision, you're allowing new relationship to enter and develop and deepen, or both. You know, you could be, yeah. Or both. So I'm going to leave it with you to decide how this is showing up. You definitely are dealing with a very important spiritual connection that is giving you the ability to change your life, even if it's difficult. You're manifesting new things. Don't let anything pierce your shield of creativity, of new projects. Don't let naysayers, don't let, people talk down, talk smack, talk back behind your back, burst your bubble about where you're moving toward and what you're trying to create. There could be somebody in your midst that's just a knucklehead here. There could be somebody that is just really not, they may not even know that they're doing this. They may not have anything that they're bringing that they feel is harmful, but sometimes people don't know, and you might be having to deal with somebody who just in some ways is immature or ignorant, or just doesn't speak well in terms of dealing with people's emotions. They may be oblivious to how they affect people. And the conflicting part of it is you're a loving soul, and you're not going to let that interesting part, not conflicting, is you're not going to let that bother you, because coming out of this whole situation, you're hanging on to your idealism, and you're hanging on to your ability to bring unconditional love outward to either this obnoxious person or a new relationship or a new project. So this is really good for you. This is a great reading, Sagittarius. Whatever you're ending, and that's allowing you to focus on manifesting. You're dealing with, whatever this awareness was around this really important connection. It has only moved you forward. It's only up-leveled your game. That's what I'm saying. So I hope that resonates with a lot of you, actually, because this is an amazing reading. You might get a little threatened by some outside force here, some obnoxiousness along the way, but you're not really needing to focus on that. You need to focus on positive. Positive attracts positive. I'm not trying to be Pollyanna, but this is definitely that message for me. Your person's energy. Ooh, interesting. You had a lot of cards, Sagittarius. Wow. Your person has Justice, Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands. Wow. Temperance, and the Hanged Man. So they have a lot too, and they have 3 major arcana, and they also have a couple inspirational cards. Okay. And they have the Hierophant, under the deck. So, all right. So your person might be reacting to the fact that you ended a chapter and closed a door, because they're feeling like maybe something was, they just want fairness. They just want their just due. They want balance. They want to attract, create happiness, and they're very focused on fairness. And for whatever reason, to me, if they're focused on fairness, there's a chance that for many of you, the other person feels like they were dealt the wrong deal. They might have been coming out of a victim mode. And that could be because you were focused on some positive things, and you were taking care of yourself, and you were evolving, developing, made an important decision around this relationship, and they may not have felt originally that it was fair. So with that, they are focused on bringing themselves joy. They're focused on manifesting, Queen of Wands, bringing back balance and healing to their own life, coming out of this, making the best of this. They are focused on their own positive track. For whatever reason, they might be, I'm viewing that the Hanged Man for them is they're entering a phase of insight out of this. Because the insight and aura and the Temperance card is right here. The insight and aura, the crown chakra of the Hanged Man card is right here. So I don't think they might be retreating to get some insight, but I think that this person is on a path of insight. And whatever happened that was negative, if it was, that spurred you into a good decision ending, creating, manifesting excitement, inspiration, has put them on a path to spiritually and in a developmental soul level learn. They've learned as well. So they have insight happening. This is a mirroring reading for me, except for the fact that they might have felt that you made the decision first and they were feeling at first that it might have been unfair. But they're trying to look on the bright side, and you're trying to manifest something good out of this whole ending, this whole new chapter. Will this new chapter be continued with this person? Hard to know, you know? I see death as definitely, there's a stage or way of thinking that ended on your part. Once that stage or way of thinking has ended, there's no going back. So we don't know if there's a future with this person, but what are there any other messages for you, Sagittarius, for July 2019? You both are on a positive path. I mean, I see that as a good thing. No matter what happens, you'll be able to pursue something meaningful to you. Healing is happening on both sides. So should you ever reconnect with this person, it'll be not from a place of toxicity. I think it won't be, which is a good thing. You know, I mean, does that mean that there could be a reconnection down the road? I don't know. Does it mean there could be just an amiable friendship down the road? Maybe. Just trying to see if there's another message for Sagittarius, July 2019. Two of Wands, Two of Fire. So, I think there's a choice, there's a crossroads, there's a journey, you know, for sure. There's a journey that's still in the works. There's almost like a chapter not quite finished being written here for me. So this is not a definitive answer. The Two of Fire means to me that, I mean, I just feel there's a moving on. I've got to be honest. I feel it's positive, encouraging, inspiring, forward thinking for you, Sagittarius. We don't always like to make closeouts. We don't like to close chapters. I get that. But I do think that what's happening here is a crossroads, and there will be another decision that has to be made. Maybe it's the decision to kind of go back at some point and look at sitting with this person even. Maybe there's more to be sorted through to kind of reconcile this kind of energy here, because you're wanting to kind of offer at least either love to yourself, love to them, or you know, somebody else. But there's definitely still a crossroads and a decision that needs to be made. You know, I'm just gonna inquiring minds want to know. I'm just pulling out my my little Rider-Waite just to see if there's any other messages, because there's just some important cards in your reading, Sagittarius. Very positive trend you're on. I'm leaving you a little open-ended with the crossroads. So I'm just seeing, you know, what else here. Okay. Wow. I didn't mean for so many to fall out, but they did. So there's some project or new learning or, you know, focus for you coming at this crossroads. Bringing insight, bringing balance is very important. Bringing illumination to things that you're not quite sure about during this decision period. And to let go of your worries, truly, Sagittarius, because I've got to say, this is a really positive reading. So to let go of your worries along the way, if anything is lingering with this energy, will be really important, because you have new opportunity along the way. Okay? So I see very positive, and the Eight of Swords is in the reverse in terms of, again, and the Sun. So it's a dumping of the worry, closing up the loose ends that if they still cause any angst. And then I think the decision around this will be to focus on a new project, a new opportunity, something that supports you, something that brings you healing and balance, and not so much emotion, not so much roller coaster. Not. So anyway, I hope this helped in some way, Sagittarius. Please subscribe, hit the button. I would love it. Love to see you back again. Comment if anything resonates, and I will see you soon. Enjoy your July.